we have returned, and everything, ideally, is fixed now. So, for those of you watching post stream, just a heads up, Alien Romulus. We're going to be doing spoiler talk. So, if you haven't watched it and you don't want to get spoiled, click out. And then you can come back to it whenever you actually watch the darn thing. It's up to you. It is completely up to you. Let's get the chat in here. And hopefully we get some people back, because I know some of you did show up, and then I canceled the stream because I was having issues. So hopefully things will be better now. So, I mean, listen, Alien Romulus, it's confusing. It's a confusing time because I don't think anybody really expected what we had gotten. And for the record, before I start showing off all the merch and doing spoilers, I liked the movie. I actually did like the movie. So I'm gonna be bagging on it a little bit today, but I still like it. I still enjoyed it. So, but I will say that it's going to divide the living hell out of everybody. That much I can tell you. It really is. All right. So let's see who we have in. Mr. Zamora, I'll see if I pick up my Carnage. Okay, Carnage. It's honestly kind of dumb they didn't stick with the October release, but whatever. I don't even know which one you're talking about, bud. Oh, the Target exclusive Carnage? Oh, yeah, I didn't even pick that up. Yeah. Didn't even pick that up. I have so many Carnages that I don't even, I don't need another one, basically. I'm good. I think I have too many Carnages at this point. Ever since I got the Hot Toys one especially, I mean, I really don't need it. So... So, how many people we got in here so far? Because I don't want to start talking spoilers immediately. It's getting worse the more I think about it. What's getting worse? There we go. That's a little better. So you don't have to stare at a giant white screen. Yep, nothing's working. Okay, it's okay. That's alright. We'll just deal with it. Hello, fellow employee of Wayland Utani. Signature King, welcome. JR, welcome. So, I'm going to show you what I picked up. Let me make my screen bigger. In terms of the feeder merch, I mean, honestly, I picked up quite a few things. Not everything yet, but quite a few things. So, first up, the cups, right? I think this is from Regal. So Airlock 5B, and then you have the, obviously the Xenomorph on the side. And it's just a generic cup. I mean, it's, you're not getting anything fancy. Alien Romulus, only in theaters. And the other one, which is the exact same one. So I got the cups. Now with the cups, obviously the reason I got 2 of these is for the toppers, which I can finally open. I've been wanting to open these for about a week. I've been sitting on them for for about a week, and I've been really itching to open these. So this first one that you get is just the Xenomorph. It's probably not gonna focus. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it's just a Xenomorph. And then we're going to, I'll look at the comments in a second. I'm gonna plug this in here. There we go. Actually, I want it the other way. Hold up. Let's do it this way so I can actually. There it is. Let me make the comments a little bigger. I can't even see them myself. JR, you are about to be super jealous. These are hard to get. I won't lie to you. They're scalping the hell out of these. I'm lucky I got these. So that's the first one. What is happening here? All we are seeing here is Ridley hated the Queen and he wanted to replace it with the black goo. I was surprised. But again, spoiler alert. I mean, everybody should have read the title, seen the thumbnail. Yeah, I did not expect to see that in the movie. The black goo. So, obvious ties to Prometheus. And don't fall asleep like with Covenant. Well, I mean, here's the thing, is this movie, I don't think is made, not to insult this group of people, but I'm kind of insulting them. It's not really made for the new generation. There's a lot of talking, there's a lot of dialogue, and it takes a while for things to get going, so if you're young, you're gonna fall asleep. It's okay, I'm okay being jealous. Okay, well, if you're alright with it. So, there's the other one. The face hugger. That's pretty cool looking. Yeah. So, I got my 2 cups. God, it's cramped here right now. I'm in the middle of moving a bunch of stuff, as I always do. I got both, so I'm happy. They made some pretty cool stuff this time around for Romulus. For an Alien movie, I mean, they didn't do this kind of stuff with Covenant or even Prometheus. The only thing I got from Prometheus, they did an IMAX theater poster, which I think they only gave on opening night, I think. So, there's that. All right, let's start with this. Here's the big guy. And oh my god, it's not focusing right. So there is the big guy. This is probably the thing everybody wants, from what I've seen online. So, and it's much larger than I thought it would be. The movie is The Force Awakens for the Alien trilogy. Like an AI script written with all the films smashed together, minus the Queen. I mean, you know, listen, what I said online when I first saw the movie is I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than I did Prey. And I don't know if I like it more than I did Prometheus or Covenant. Here's the thing, the movie is a giant... Does this open? Yeah, this opens, right? Yep, opens. The movie is a giant bundle of Easter eggs, right? A lot of stuff didn't make sense. I mean, why did the opening of the movie begin with rain in the sunset only for that to never be resolved ever? I didn't understand the point of that. I think the director or the writers just forgot about that plot element. I mean, they came back to it 20 minutes into the movie when she first saw the sun in space, and then never again. Ooh. It's really washed out on camera, but it's a forest green. So, Wayland Yutani. And I was really pissed off, genuinely pissed off with what they did with the big chap. What a goddamn waste. And again, I said this in the previous stream that failed. I liked the movie. I enjoyed the movie. It was fun. I don't hate it, but I have gripes with it, and that's what we're going to talk about today. JR, maybe an egg? What do you mean, maybe an egg? What are we talking about? This thing's pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty damn cool. So, I wish it wasn't so washed out on screen, though. I think this movie is going to divide the hell out of everybody. On social media, I said comic book lovers will probably enjoy it. I'm quickly realizing that is not the case at all, because of the ending creature, who we don't have a name for yet, I don't think. Well, you see, why did the big chap make facehuggers? That wasn't explored at all. It was really, really vague. That was one of the questions I had. So here you have the big chap. You're using its DNA and all this stuff. This is where you get the black goo from, so on and so forth. Fine, but how do you use that to make embryos or anything from that, right? It's not explained, and I was hoping it was going to be by the end, but no, it didn't. And again, Big Chap, spoilers, Big Chap was a waste. You have what is probably the most intelligent xenomorph in the entire franchise since 1979, with unexplored backstory and lore, who's rumored to be able, or who is rumored to be tied to the Queen Alien in some way because of its intelligence and all this, and then you waste her by killing her off screen. I appreciate the detail with, the butt of the spear, or the bullet, I mean, that's still lodged in her, I guess, chest area. But what a waste. Yeah, what a damn waste. I think it's just if they took DNA and 3D printed eggs. Oh, that's what you're referring to? I don't know. Well, no, the facehuggers didn't make the black goo. What I think the movie said that in the big chap's DNA, in her blood, they found that substance and extracted it. That's what I understood. I need to watch the movie again to tell you the truth, but that's what I remember. We saw Big Chap there for, like 3 seconds. It was a big shame. I was hoping she was going to actually play a big part in the movie, because that's how you open the movie. I think the opening of the movie, by the way, is the best part. And I know I'm really bagging on it. I like the movie. It's just not a lot of it makes sense. Here's the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Everybody is cooing over Fede Alvarez, whatever his name is, and I like him too. I think overall it was a fun movie. I like the aesthetic. I like the music. I like all that. And I know on social media he went out and saying he did his homework. Here's a list of the comics he's reading. I don't think he did enough. I don't think he did enough. So, I think the actress's name is Isabella Merced or something. She injects herself with the black goo. Okay. I mean, that was done in the comics. Eldon did that. Francis did that. It was done to a Predator in Fire and Stone. Okay, I'm good. We know there's going to be a mutation, and it's obviously different because she's pregnant. So, maybe the mutation is only going to affect the infant. Okay, that's fine. I can buy that. Sci-fi. Who cares? what I don't understand is how does the infant grow into a xenomorph slash engineer? That's what I'm confused about. Xenomorph maybe I can buy because it comes from a xenomorph, the DNA. Fine, I can deal with that. Where did the engineer part come from? People are going to say, well, engineers are related to humans, but they predate people. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Or maybe they just made it look like an engineer because it's an Easter egg, a callback to Prometheus, which I'm cool with. But trying to understand it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I thought the creature looked interesting. It scared the living shit out of me. I'm not going to lie to you all. But it didn't make a whole lot of sense. And here's my other problem with the movie. Here's my other problem. And hold up, let me see what we're doing in the chat here. Oh no, they showed the video of the goo coming out of the hugger. Oh, did they? Oh, see, I don't even remember that. Yeah, I gotta watch it again, man. This is gonna break. The goo was somehow in the chap's blood. Yeah, that's what I thought. Big Chap got torched by the plasma thrusters from the escape pod. There should have been nothing. Well, you see, that was the first question I had when I first heard rumors of the Big Chap being in this movie, because in my head, from what I remember, she was dead. I mean, dead. So what? How is she still here? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because I went back to watch the ending of the movie, and I didn't see the thruster part, but I remember watching the thruster part, is the thing. Well, listen, she's alive, or she was alive, so. This is all style over substance, nothing more. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Well, one question is alien space jockey an engineer? Yeah, the space jockey was an engineer. Yeah. With resurrection info. Yeah, listen, I liked the movie. I thought it was fun. And I appreciate the fact that they tried to do something with the lore, unlike Prey, which really just didn't want to do anything unique. Which is fine. Like, I get it. You know, after The Predator, you want to take it easy. That's cool. And I appreciate that. Here's the thing. Alien Romulus did something with the lore. I don't think they butchered the lore. I don't think so. Not like what The Predator did. But it's confusing to me. A lot of it's confusing to me. The chap died in 79 probably because she was the villain, but that's the point of bringing her apparent vaporized corpse back into this film alive. See, and she wreaked havoc on the station still. I noticed her leg was torn off, the right leg. Who did that? Was that the thruster? Was that Weyland-Yutani's staff? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Eggs on the ship from Alien came first from Chestburster from Space Jockey. Trace of DNA from Big Chap and... Wait, hold on, let me read that again. Eggs on ship from Alien, yeah, the derelict, came first from a Chestburster and from Space Jockey. So trace of DNA... Yeah, I don't know, man. It's confusing. Again, he watched Prometheus and thought, so... Obviously the engineer has something to do with why xenomorphs look the way they do, and so do humans. But this just made it even more confusing. And here's the other issue with the movie, and by the way, I've been holding this. This is the, what is this? This should be Regal. And this is actually not the xenomorph from Romulus. I believe this is the one from Covenant. So, yeah, he's cool. Why did the xenomorphs evolve so quickly? Seriously, one scene, you know, the chestburster comes out of that Asian chick, I already forgot her name, and then a few minutes later it's fully grown. In '79, it took a long time for her to evolve. So that was a bit, and they did that constantly throughout the movie too. I can buy the I don't know, black goo creature, whatever you want to call it. I can buy that evolving as quickly as it does, uh, because it's black goo, it's mutations. But the actual xenomorphs, that didn't make any sense to me. Enjoyed the movie too. Think we'll get the big bad boss figure from NECA. I think we will, Dave. I think we will. And I enjoyed the movie too. We're bagging on it right now. You know, you came at a time where I'm just going nuts on it. But I liked the movie too. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Because the chap is somehow alive again, so just that basically rewrites this franchise's lore and story. I don't know if it rewrites it. Um, I don't think he knew what he was doing, man. I don't think he knew what he was doing half the time. It's like what West Coast said. It's a lot of it is style over substance. I appreciate the, like, obviously this guy grew up with Alien. The movie looks like it came from '79. It has the same music, the same style. That's all very cool. You get a ton of Easter eggs that only a lot of hardcore Alien fans will notice. Whew, there was a bug on me. But yeah, it is a lot of style over substance, sadly. But I still liked it, man. I still... It was nice to watch a movie where there's no, we talk a lot about, like, agendas in movies and stuff, and it being... It was nice to watch something that wasn't like that. It's just pure horror. That was nice. It was nice, man. And again, the movie has a lot of I think for casual viewers, now that I think about it, they'll probably enjoy it more than hardcore Alien fans will. And I'm biased, Was the movie great? Probably not. I liked it. I mean, I live and breathe this stuff, so yeah, I live and breathe it. By the way, this shirt came from Regal. I bought this yesterday. I'm a hugger. So this is the other piece of merch. The only reason the chap is back for the fan service. Exactly, that's the only reason she came back, is for fan service. I was okay if this was just a separate story. I would have been fine with it. I didn't need the big chap to return yet. Maybe use her for another story. Or maybe not use her at all. I don't know. It's a confusing time. Alright, the last thing I picked up in terms of merch, theater merch, is this guy. Now, a friend got this for me. He actually got me 2 of these. I didn't even ask for 2 of them, but he got me 2 of these. So I'm going to keep one in the bag. It's kind of a bit of a souvenir. And I'm going to go ahead and unbag this one. But knowing me, I'm probably going to open the other one, because this is hands down, alongside that canister, is probably the best thing you're going to pick up. Let me move this aside. This is the actual real xenomorph from the movie. I probably would have forgiven all the bad ideas if the casting was good. I have a huge bias against kids that look like they belong in a slasher film. See, that we gotta agree to disagree there. I was actually fine with the casting. This is actually one of those times where a new movie comes out and I'm not pissed off by who's on screen. Cause yeah, they do look like they're part of a slasher movie. Maybe that was the intention. I don't know. But I was good with it because I didn't recognize anybody. Because I feel like every movie I watch is the same shitty actors over and over. It's Tom Holland, it's Jennifer Lawrence, it's Chris Pratt, it's this, it's that. It's like all these Marvel superstars. It was nice to have just a cast of people who I don't know, I don't recognize them, you can immerse yourself in the movie and have no problem. Um, I know Kaylee Spaney is a bit popular. I haven't seen anything with her. She's pretty, by the way. Yeah, but I was fine with the cast. It didn't bother me, actually. What I was bothered by is how quickly some of them, not how quickly some of them died, except for the Asian girl. The Asian girl, she got the facehugger attached to her, and then 5 minutes later, it's ready to burst. It's supposed to take hours for that to happen, and I don't understand why that happens so fast. It's like the director, he really wanted to speed things up and get to the action. And my thought is, that's fine, but why didn't you just cut like the first 30 minutes of exposition? You know? You could have done that. Give more time for proper xenomorph evolution, I guess. Same thing, yeah, good point, Zamora. I'm glad Jenna Ortega wasn't in this. I can't stand her. I can't stand Jenna Ortega. Can't stand many modern actors, to tell you the truth. So, but yeah, here's the other guy. He's cool. He has a nice... At first, I started doing this because I thought he was covered in dust, but that's actually his design. You can't see it on screen, but that's cool. Alien Romulus. Only in theaters. And I saw it in IMAX. Opening day, I saw the first IMAX showing. So I'm part of the opening day club. And like I said, I liked it. I have a lot of problems with it because, you know, I'm in the lore. This is what I do, but I liked it. I thought it was fun. Because here's the other thing. So Prey came out. I watched Prey once when it came out on August 5th. I remember that day, August 5th, 2022. And I didn't feel like watching it again at all. And I haven't, because I haven't really felt the need to, because once you see it, you kind of take everything in. There's nothing left to interpret. It doesn't have a lot of rewatchability. I think Romulus does. I think Romulus has a ton of stuff that you would have missed the first time. So I'll give it that. I'd like to watch it a few more times, unlike Prey. And Prey was cool, but it was just kind of boring to me. And I think, like Prey, the lead protagonist was kind of boring. I don't know. I thought Elizabeth Shaw was boring. I thought the chick from Covenant was boring. I think Kaylee Spaney, she's pretty, don't get me wrong, but I'm not really attached to her. I like the synthetic. I liked Andy the most. I think a lot of people would agree with that. I liked him the most. He was the most unique. Good actor. And yeah, but as far as the main protagonist goes, they could take it or leave it, you know? I don't really need a figure of her, just like I don't really need a figure of Naru. Kind of bland. Would I get them? Yes, because that's what we do here, but yeah, they were kind of whatever. You know, it's kind of hard to beat Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver. Maybe they should have done something with Amanda Ripley. Cast Andrea Deck. Ooh, that would have been something. So, the other thing we can talk about from the movie, I'm so glad I wasn't spoiled at all by this movie, by anybody. Ash, right? Well, not Ash. His name was Rook, right? So it's the same model of synthetic as Ash, being used 20 years later, and it looks just like Ian Holm, right? Sounds like him too. I'm curious if they used some lines from Alien, because obviously Rook says, I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies. I wonder if that actually came from the 79 movie and they just overlaid it onto this new actor. Obviously, most of the dialogue was, you know, an impressionist, if that's what you want to call him. But I thought that was a really cool addition. Really cool. And it makes sense. I mean, David's model of synthetics, they all look like him. Same with Bishop. So, yeah. This reminds me, I'm still doing that foam wrap, foam neck isolation xenomorph head. Just bust. Just God, it was expensive. Would have been great for the bedroom though. Then the life size egg and the Xeno skull, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I picked those up. I'm not rich either, but I just wasted money. Director said no, they didn't do that. It was all the voice actor. Okay, good to know. Good to know. But I thought that was cool. I like how he was wearing the same outfit, the blue, with the white underneath the sleeves. So that was neat. I like that. CGI was a little wonky. You could definitely tell that it was CGI, but I was okay with it. It didn't bother me at all. I was just nitpicking. That was neat. Obviously, so Mother had a few lines in it. I believe it's a different actress. I don't know who the actress was who portrayed Mother, the operating system in the original. You had a few nods to aliens, right? So the new pulse rifle has the smart gun capability. Um, Get away from her, you bitch, but said by Andy for some reason. Obvious nod to Ripley in the power loader. In fact, here's my power loader. What else? We had some cool music bits from Alien and Aliens and Prometheus. That was nice. Um, Very fast paced though. Like the movie, as soon as things get going, it moves really quickly. So, I wish it was. I wish it was like a half hour longer. I think that would have made things a bit better. But overall, fun movie. I liked it. I won't say. Here's the thing. I saw some people last night on Facebook in some of the Alien Predator groups, and they're doing their rankings. We do this every time a new one of these movies comes out. We do a new rankings, right? Everybody was asking for my rankings when Prey came out, and now I'm sure I'm gonna get a few people asking, where does Alien Romulus fit into that? First of all, I'm not like those people on Facebook who are like, Alien Romulus was better than Alien and Aliens. And they put it at the top of their list. They have all these graphics and stuff with the original posters. And no, I do not like Alien Romulus more than Alien, and I do not like Alien Romulus more than Aliens. And I still like Alien 3 more, for the record. I still do. I liked it more than Resurrection. And in terms of Prometheus and Covenant, I think, I don't know, they're so different, is the thing. I think Prometheus holds your attention better. It's more interesting. But I think this one is more interesting than Covenant. Is it better than Covenant? I don't know. I'm in the minority. I really liked Covenant. I thought it was great. It's hard to say. But I liked it more than Resurrection, and I liked it a hell of a lot better than I did The Predator. Listen, The Predator is still way at the bottom of that list. Way at the bottom. Yeah, I hate it more than Resurrection. That movie has some great designs, cool ideas, but just overall garbage. um, Sorry to those who like it, but yeah, bottom of the barrel. And if we can go below the bottom of the barrel, it'd be there. So that's where I'm at with something like that at the moment. Will that change upon multiple viewings? I don't know. But it's never going to beat Alien and Aliens, I can tell you that much. You'd rather watch AVPR over Romulus. My issue with AVPR, I think it's more entertaining. I'll give you that. It's just so dark. I can't see that damn movie. I can't see AVPR. Too dark. I don't know what they did with the black levels in that movie, man. I don't know. But yeah, it's hard to it's hard to compare AVP and Romulus because they're so different. One's pure action, right? Second one's a little horror, but mostly action, and Romulus is pure horror, right? I don't think the jump scares were very good. I think Alien, the original, is still scarier than this movie. This movie has a lot of cheap jump scares. I think if you're 12 years old, you're probably gonna jump in your seat. I didn't. It's very predictable. Anytime the scene goes silent, there's gonna be a jump scare. The only time that it got me in this movie is when we didn't know it was Rook yet, or Ash. We didn't know it was him, but it suddenly grabbed her arm and started wheezing and screaming. That one did get me because the jump scare was a little bit more clever. You really didn't expect that to happen at that moment. So that was the one that got me. Every other jump scare, no, not at all. I watched it in IMAX too, so it was extra loud. Nah, it didn't get me. Let me tell you something. Alien Isolation's a hell of a lot scarier. Yeah, that'll make you wet the bed, buddy. That'll make you wet the bed. And for those of you who don't know, but NECA put, or Big Bad put up their Romulus figures, right? So if you didn't, I don't know if the bundle's still up on NECA. I didn't look, but it's on Big Bad. It's more expensive, but it's on Big Bad because, bloodsuckers.com, they got to get at least a few bucks out of you over everybody else. That's what Big Bad's got to do. So I'm never getting them as a sponsor. Never. All right, did I leave anything out? Did I leave anything out at all from this movie? Probably did. I just can't remember. Talked about Andy a little bit. That was interesting. Rain was sort of just kind of an empty character. So was the rest of the crew, to be honest. Not a lot of xenomorphs. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. There's a lot of xenomorphs in the movie, but you don't see them very often. I'd say if I were to tally up in minutes how much screen time the xenomorphs got, maybe 4 or 5 minutes or less. It was really minimal. The most screen time any creature or creatures get in this movie is the face huggers. I think that the creature at the end got more screen time than any of the xenomorphs put together. Which actually didn't bother me that much, because if you go back and watch the original Alien, you don't see the big chap very often, and when you do, it's very minimal. So I was okay with that. But that creature at the end, to talk a little bit more about him, that scared the living hell out of me. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't expect that design. It was really, really creepy looking, really jarring. I was already creeped out by engineers before, and now it's just even worse. So, and I can imagine that alone is going to be the sequence in this movie that divides everybody the most. Because it makes the least sense. It's cool, and if you read the comics, it kind of makes sense just a little bit, but Fede Alvarez didn't read enough. He didn't get it. The acid death scene with the cocoon was bullshit. Guys getting his fresh melted all over his arm. Dude, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I was in the theater thinking, how stupid is this guy? It dripped on him like 5 times or more, slowly, and he didn't move. He was just looking, oh, I wonder what that is. Oh my god. I'm glad you brought that up. That was ridiculous. That was the most pointless death. The most pointless death, man. Any time in Aliens anybody got sprayed with acid, they jumped out of the way. Jumped out of the way. Alright? Even Drake did. He jumped into the wrong crowd, right? But he Hicks immediately tried to get out of the way. Yeah, that was really stupid. I didn't understand that at all. I think that was the director showing everybody, look at the CG we can do with the acid. It melts him down to the bone. Yeah, we know. We don't need to see it. You could see it a little bit, but goddamn. Yeah, that was the dumbest death. Luckily, it was for a character who's really annoying. So. And with that character, I forget his name, but so his mom was trapped in a mine because the synthetics decided it's better to sacrifice them and save 12 other miners or whatever. That was never resolved. That seems like it was going to set something up. Again, the whole rain and the sunset thing, I don't understand the point of that at all. That could have been cut completely. That was very out of place to me. It sounds like they just forgot or thought that's enough. So that came out of nowhere. A lot of faults with this movie, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of faults. It's a cool character, or it's a cool movie, but it's got problems. Yeah. Trying to get this thing out of the way a little bit. I showed everything off, right? So I showed off the cups. Yeah, just about everything. I think we're good. I mean, I do have this. I have the second one that I mentioned. So there's that. Yeah, everything else we're pretty much set. So that's nice. I think we're pretty much dwindling down. We don't got too many people watching anymore. So I think in a couple minutes here, I'm going to shut her down. I got to think about this movie a little bit more. I want to do a review. I don't know if I will, but I want to think about it a bit more. Maybe watch it again, see what other people in the community are saying. Because I obviously missed a few things in regard to like some of the genetic stuff. So I need to think about that. Any new NECA stuff? Yes, I have a video coming out. I got the Comic-Con exclusive Feral. So that's coming. Yeah, I didn't open him yet, but it's coming. I'll likely do a stream with that. If I don't, I'm going to do some video about it. But that's it. That's as far as NECA goes. Ooh, just cracked my neck. That's about it. Yep, not a whole lot going on else. But I know, here's the thing. Here's the other thing I want to check out. I know there's a comic book. It's a one-shot that sets up Alien Romulus. I want to check that out. I want to see what I missed. Thank you for always being awesome. Appreciate your channel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Dave. Appreciate that a lot, man. Did you get the SDCC facehugger? Did I? What facehugger? There was a Comic-Con facehugger? Did I miss something? Because that sounds important. Yeah, that sounds like something. I know I didn't go to Comic-Con. My brother did. He got me. I don't have it in hand yet. He does. He didn't drop it off yet, but he got me from the yesterday's booth some aliens pins, and one of them I think was a face hugger. The mask. No, I don't have that. I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah, there was a face hugger mask at Comic-Con. I didn't see it. I have a face hugger mask, but it ain't Comic-Con. It's way too old, actually. How many Xenos from this newest film you gonna buy from NECA? A couple. I don't need a whole lot. A couple. Yeah. Once I start seeing them in stores, I'll start buying them a little bit more. Right now, I ordered 2 bundles. That's fine for now. When I see them in store, I grab some more. Oh, at the Hall H showing? Oh, no wonder. Well, I didn't get that. I wasn't at Hall H. Yeah. Honestly, I'm hoping that I can get the new mid-cloak feral predator. I'm pretty sure it's SDCC exclusive, but legit no one goes there anymore. Well, I mean, they're all sold out. So, they were available online for a little bit. On NECA's store, I was able to pick up some. You know how unprofessional it probably won't be store. Probably won't be on. It was on the store. Yeah, it was. Yeah, in fact, I picked up. I mean, you guys know me, right? Here they are. Let me switch to OBS. I can't see myself. Here they are. Cool box. There it is. He's really nice, man. He really is. I don't have Bear Blood yet. I have him on order, but I don't have him in my possession at the moment. Once I do, I will decide which one I like more. I really like this one, though, from what I see. I don't know if he'll be better than Bear Blood. I'll have to wait till I get Bear Blood in hand. But so far, he looks good. Looks really good. And the box is awesome. So, can't say I'm a big fan of the wolf accessory. It's kind of messed up, but I'm an animal lover. You know, I don't really want to have a decapitated wolf's head and spine in my collection. It's kind of like I'd rather not see this, but that's just me. Wait, so they're already out? Yep, they've been sold out for like weeks, dude. It went up for a few weeks ago. For a couple minutes, don't get me wrong. It's sold out just like that, but it was a couple weeks ago, yeah. And more than a couple weeks ago, it went up for pre-order like weeks before Comic-Con, I believe. Doesn't announce most of the time. Yeah, they did announce it. It was only on Facebook and Instagram, though. So, yeah, you got to keep up with that stuff. They'll let you know when something goes on sale, like less than a day in advance sometimes. So you really got to be on your game with that. I would start looking at eBay now. So, see what people... I mean, you're probably going to pay double, you know, but... Yeah, I'm with you, Zamora. I don't like that stuff either. That's the reason I had a big issue with Prey, so... Discord link on this video description is expired. I can give you a new one right now. I don't know why they keep expiring. Yeah, let me open up Discord here. I don't know why they keep expiring. It's annoying to me. Needs to install updates. Alright, here we go. Trophy room. Oops. People are posting stuff in the random section. Some funny stuff. Alright, here you go. Here is the new link to our Discord. The struggle has never been this bad, but I'll check it out. I still haven't opened Bare Blood, too busy with McFarlane. I'm kind of mostly done with McFarlane lately, actually. Alright, what else am I up to? Well, I finally, after months, have found a place for the life-size foam egg. It's in a place you're not going to expect. When I do the tour, you'll know why. But I no longer have it in the middle of the room that I have to traverse around and trip over, which is beautiful. And now I got to take, you see all those white boxes back there? Those are going off to my brother, and they're stupid heavy, so I have to go deal with that now. Because they were in the, well, I'm not going to say where they were, because that's where the egg is, and, you know, I don't want to give away that surprise yet. So that's what's happening. Now, I have to find where to put all this new Romulus stuff, and I have an idea. It's unorthodox, but I'll talk about it in another streamer video. But it's cramped in here, man. It's cramped. So, before I head out, I'm going to link my second channel to everybody. There it is. Pred Alien Dude Archives. That's my second channel. If you want... Oh, dang it. Hold up. Let me delete that. Don't click that. That's just going to refer you to my regular channel. One second. Because I post a lot to Pred Alien Dude Archives. And I want to just... trying to grow it, you know? There, Pred Alien Dude Archives. That's better. Is 200 way too much for this SDCC Batman vs. Predator pack? A comic shop has it for stupid price. That is way overpriced. I would never pay 200 for that, ever. Yeah, that's way too much. Even if it's a good price for how it goes today, for what it goes for today, that's still a stupid amount of money. I mean, that's $100 per figure, you know? But hey, listen, it's up to you. It depends on how much you want it. I shouldn't be saying anything. I already own it. Maybe I'd be paying that price if I didn't have it, so... Yeah, I'm going to head out, everybody. So, Alien Romulus, if I were to give it a rating, and I'm being super generous, I'm going to give it like a 7. 6.5, 7, something like that. Wasn't fantastic. It wasn't god-awful terrible. It was fun. If you read the comics and know the lore and you're a hardcore fan, you're either going to love this or you're going to hate it to death. I don't think there's a middle ground. If anything, I'm the middle ground because I still liked it. If you're a casual viewer, you're probably going to at least enjoy it. So, there you go. Alien Romulus. Now, Alien Earth is the next big thing for Alien next year. We'll talk about that later. Toxicity max, solid 6 for me. That's fair. That's fair. If I wasn't so being overly generous, I'd probably give it that too. Alright, everybody. I'm going to book it. I'm going to find a place for all my new Romulus stuff. And I got a big old bucket of popcorn that I still have. So, from yesterday, from seeing it. So I'm going to eat that because I'm fat. So, thank you for joining. Stay tuned. I you got some cool stuff on the way. And that's that. I'll see you next time.